Welcome to another edition of The Second Take. Here is a quick video, and then we'll be back with a special guest and Justin and Matt.
This may be remembered as a season of what-ifs for the Brooklyn Nets. What if they had one more healthy hamstring?
James Harden looks like he's going back to the locker room, so not a good sign for the Nets.
What if they had one more able ankle?
Irving throws it in, goes down hard on his right shoulder. He's shaken up. Now he's holding his right leg. He really turned that. Wow.
But after battling, the Nets couldn't stave off the effects of piling injuries any longer.
Kyrie had a gruesome ankle injury, and he was thinking about, when could he play next? James playing on one leg, came out there and gave it his all. 48 minutes in Game 5, 40 last game. And then, 50 tonight, there's nothing but respect and love for those two guys. We missed them out there, but we still had a chance to win. I don't even know. I wasn't even planning on losing.
I still thought we could win it. Game could have gone either way. And so you always know there's a chance anything could happen. And, I think we just faced one too many obstacles this year.
Even with those obstacles, the Nets pushed a nearly healthy Milwaukee team to overtime with Kyrie Irving sitting on the sidelines. James Harden played through what he revealed to be a grade 2 hamstring strain, which left him feeling,
honestly, it's frustrating for myself, just being durable and being myself for the last so many postseasons, and just dealing with this particular hamstring. It's frustrating. I'm frustrated. We did everything we could, just towards the end.
Everything they had just wasn't quite enough, and now the Nets will take the next couple of days to digest this loss, rest, and ultimately get healthy for a pursuit of a championship next season because, as Joe Harris told me after Game 7, the Nets' hurt quickly turned to a conversation about the fact that their story, quote, is far from over. In Brooklyn, Malika Andrews, ESPN.
It's a very, very good video there.
Right before. First off,
it's good because the Nets
welcome
are
to Bias Cowboy fan. How are you with Tingus? Maddie, the Thunder, I don't even know. Giant Thunder, but come on. And then Jared, the biggest Knicks fan I know. There he is.
We here.
LeBron or logo. Right, Jacob?
Left floppy.
So yeah. Where do you want to start on this topic? Jared, you have a question to bring to us?
Well, my question that I posed to Jacob earlier, and I think it's a question that's really like you can debate a lot about it, is who had the better season between the Knicks and the Nets. Personally, myself, I don't think there's much room for like debate. I think you easily gotta say the Knicks, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts before I jump into my analysis.
See, I think it takes a certain level of brainwashedness to think that the Knicks had a better season than the Nets. It just takes a certain level of brainwashedness to think that the Knicks had a better season than the Nets. That's just my opinion.
Not to the second round, the Knicks.
They look at expectations. Expectations is the main
thing. This question is not. There's not much room for debate here. If you have a team composed of Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, your expectation is to win a championship, regardless of anything, regardless of what happens, an injury or anything. The Knicks were expected to miss the playoffs and really be in the lottery again.
We're not going off expectation.
That's what I'm saying. I 100% agree with Jacob.
Not on expectation. The question.
No, Justin, I feel like expectations is
of course they had a better season, but you're basing it off of expectations.
Exactly. If you look at expectations going into the year, the Knicks exceeded expectations by miles.
I don't care about.
And the Nets, it was quite the opposite. So if you look at that,
they failed to even make the final. They failed to even make the finals.
Right, because they had one leg Harden and no Kyrie Irving.
There he goes with the injuries.
Right, Matt?
Harden was clearly healthy enough to play.
Oh my
Kyrie
God.
played 3 games in the series.
That's just
probably excuses.
Jared, I'll get right to it. So if they had fully healthy Harden and fully healthy Kyrie, who would have won?
The Bucks still.
What?
They still would have won.
Dude, you can't even say it. No, say it again with a straight face, please.
What?
Say what you just said again.
The Bucks would still win even with a healthy New Jersey Nets roster. They would.
Who's guarding Kyrie?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Well, Drew Holiday will be on Harden.
Okay.
As for Kyrie,
Who's guarding Kyrie?
well, you have Giannis on KD
Mm-hmm. Drew Holiday on
Tucker
Harden.
and Holiday on Kyrie. Those are 3 elite defenders.
You just said Holiday and Harden.
PJ Tucker is not an elite defender.
No, Holiday on Kyrie, PJ Tucker on Harden.
What? Okay, then Harden's gonna cook Tucker all game.
Mm-mm.
Harden's one of the best ISO.
Bucks are one of the best defensive teams in the entire
That
league.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're going.
on their roster.
If you're going
They're
ISO,
not. They're not losing to the Nets. They're not.
dude. They almost won. KD was a shoe length away from ending their season. If you get Kyrie in there, they win the series, and I don't care what you say.
Harden, no question. If you had like 10% Kyrie, there was so.
I have even if Kyrie's at 50% and he still plays, they still win the series. There's no question in my
All
mind.
right, gotta disagree. The Bucks just played so much better the entire series.
Dude.
And it's not injuries; they just played better.
KD was a shoe length away from ending their season. If that shot is a 3, their season is over.
Versus the Bucks. Literally, like nobody else was doing anything on the Nets. It was all K Disney. He did the entire. He basically did everything.
Of course.
Yeah,
versus the Bucks.
that's so
Giannis
if you
contributing, Drew Holiday contributing, PJ Tucker contributing, Chris Middleton contributing, Brook Lopez.
So you're back.
All those guys were contributing.
So you're back,
just KD and a little bit of Bruce Brown.
You're backing up our point then.
Yes.
So if Harden and Kyrie both are healthy,
But
and
Harden was not good enough to do anything.
What do you mean? He had a
Harden
grade
didn't do
2.
anything.
Dude,
And Kyrie, nothing.
he had a grade 2 hamstring, and Kyrie twisted his ankle. What do you mean?
Matt,
Even before.
Wait, Jared, I got a question for you. So if you had a grade 2 hamstring, would you play as good as you play?
Well, that's me. I'm just your average Joe.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter though. They're normal human beings at the end of the day. That's like
you're sacrificing a little bit of play, but it's not gonna make a huge difference.
Yes, it is. They're a team composed of 3
I will have you guys know that I've literally been trolling the entire time. I'm literally just hating on the Nets. I think the Nets would have won the series even with those guys healthy.
Obviously, you couldn't say it with a straight face.
Yeah,
I was saying it with a straight face.
No, you were not.
Mm-mm. No, you weren't.
But I'm trolling all the time. I'm just hating on the Nets. The Nets would win the series.
Okay, thank you.
Now the real question is, if the Nets go against, let's say it was still the Bucks in this scenario, not the Bucks. Let's say they go against the Hawks. How many games are the Nets taking the Hawks in?
Nets in 5.
Assuming that Kyrie is not healthy for most of the series, how many games?
Without Kyrie,
Nets in 5.
It's Nets in 6 for me.
Yes, yeah, I would have to say the same.
And now that the Bucks are playing the Hawks, I think they're going to the finals. At least, I would be shocked if it went to more than 5.
Giannis is not fun to watch. I'll say that much.
I'm taking Bucks in 6 for that.
He really isn't fun to watch. Giannis is not fun to watch.
Nah, I'm taking Bucks in 6 for the Bucks-Hawks series.
I have Bucks in 5.
Giannis is not fun to watch. He just drives to the paint.
Oh, by the way, for the entire Hawks-Sixers series, I was saying Hawks in 7. Just like to take my credit there.
Off bias, but okay.
How is that bias?
Jared, you want the Knicks to look better. That's why you're voting for the Hawks all the time.
Well, okay, I was rooting for them, but I'm not. I didn't say Hawks in 7 because I want the Knicks to look better.
Yes, it is.
I still got it right though. I still got it right. I take my credit.
Look at
I still got it right.
Back in a second.
Half credit. If you really want half credit.
It's not half credit. I got the series right.
You're a little biased, in my opinion.
It's not. All right. I don't think it's biased. I don't think it's being biased, but like
a little.
It is what it is.
Then what's the other thing? Yeah, this is what I want to talk about with you, Jared.
Huh?
Think about the Thunder trade.
Oh, Kemba and all them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's what they've been doing the past few years. They just trade for a player and get picks along with it, and then they just dump that player for more picks.
I'm asking
All
Jared.
right, well, I'll tell you this. I think the Thunder won that trade.
I
Kemba.
disagree with you.
You agree or disagree?
Disagree, because what's better, Moses Brown or the 16th pick in the draft?
The Thunder got the 16th pick, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. But I'm looking at it from the perspective of a Thunder fan. I'm a Thunder fan, but like just if you look at the rosters, like if you look at how each player affects the roster.
Kemba's gone.
You don't know that. I'm assuming Justin. I'm sure he probably will be gone, but I'm assuming, like when I'm analyzing this trade, I'm assuming that Kemba is a piece of the future, which I'm sure he probably won't be, but I'm assuming that he is. So if you look at the backcourt of Kemba Walker and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a really good backcourt. And if you look at that, and they got a pick in this year's draft, 16, a really stacked draft. I mean, that's pretty good.
Let's replace Kemba with a first-round pick. So it's 2 first-round picks for Al Horford and Moses Brown.
That's an amazing trade. Are you serious?
Well, that's the Thunder fan that wants the picks.
More by competing. Because Al Horford, you're forgetting a couple years ago, he fit perfectly. And Moses Brown is way better than the 16th pick in the draft. Like what he was doing.
Depends on who they pick.
Fantastic numbers.
I can't say that I love Moses Brown as a player, even as a Thunder fan. I can't say he's better than the 16th pick. I really can't say that.
I think after his 20
Justin, you're literally
Justin. He's not gonna play
Moses
that
Brown
much.
had a few good games for a Thunder team that wasn't doing shit at the end of the season.
Okay,
you can't say he was a bench warmer on the Blazers last year. He was. So you can't really say like, oh, just because he did 2020 one game doesn't mean that he's like amazing.
2 free games. He
What?
got his role on the Thunder because they were stuck. But I have a question with Devin Booker. Like a couple years ago, you thought Devin Booker was stat padding, right? Just putting up good numbers on a bad team.
Sure, I guess you could say that. Usually if a player is putting up amazing numbers on a shit team, usually it's that bad. Yeah.
So and same thing I could say of Kevin Porter Jr. You could say the same exact thing if you want to go by that logic.
That's like
Well,
what
what do they have to do with this whole Kemba Walker trade debate?
I'm saying this is Moses Brown has much potential.
I think he has potential, but
that's like saying, oh, Obi's really good, but he's not there yet. He has potential, but he's not there yet.
I think Moses Brown could be a solid center in this league.
He's okay. He's gonna be on the Celtics. He's gonna be a solid bench center, but they're not gonna play him that much.
They're gonna play him.
Yeah, they're gonna start Rob. That's gonna be their starting center for next year.
Either they're gonna start him or start Al Horford. One of the two.
No. They probably start Horford at power forward and Tatum small forward.
Because they want the main piece in the trade is they wanted to get rid of Kemba and they also wanted back Horford. I think they were.
It helped both teams a lot.
Personally, I think the trade benefits both sides, but I think that I'm giving the slight edge to the Thunder. That's what I'm saying.
The whole point is you trade Horford for a first round pick. That's essentially what it breaks down to, and you get Kemba, who could be traded for more picks.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the Thunder won.
First, Matt, I don't.
So you agree with me on that? How the Thunder won?
What, Justin?
Kemba's only getting traded for first. Let's do a general manager game. Ready?
Okay.
Ready, Jared? If you were to
now you're general manager.
Wait, Matt. So you're saying you agree with me that the Kemba trade?
Yes, the Thunder won the trade. Okay.
Yes.
Jared,
you just said the Celtics before, Justin.
I think the Celtics will win the trade. Matt said the Thunder won the trade.
Yeah, and I agree with him.
Right.
Also, because you have Kemba, who's a really good point guard.
So
you can flip him more.
What would you offer for Kemba Walker if you're the Knicks?
1 second. This is my quick thoughts. I think what's going to happen is Kemba's going to get traded away within this offseason.
No, he will.
Similar to how Danny Green.
I think
with Danny Green.
Simmons. I think he'll get traded to the Sixers for. Ben
I don't think that's a bad. That's what I actually suggested yesterday. I think that's a good idea because almost you trade Ben Simmons plus draft picks for.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was gonna say add picks.
Because OKC can tolerate the contract and you get draft picks.
But if you were the Knicks, what would you offer for Kemba?
I don't know. I haven't really thought of that. A lot of the guys that actually get value are free agents.
Would you offer quickly?
No.
Would you offer a first round pick?
Maybe. A pick in next year's draft, maybe. I would do that.
Offer a first round pick for Kemba Walker. That's your.
Well, I add more.
Whoa, hold on. If you're the Knicks, why would you want Kemba Walker?
You need a point guard.
You have to pay his huge contract then. Why would you do that?
There's so much money in cap, man.
It makes sense.
Dude,
I kind of cheap.
He's being paid like $37 million. You want to pay Kemba Walker $37 million?
There's $70 million in cap.
Yeah,
Justin, rather than trading for Kemba, I'd find a cheaper point guard in free agency that can still produce like Kemba can.
Give me one.
I don't know, maybe Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry's going to demand a lot of money this offseason. I think we know this. It's probably going to be. I don't think
Lonzo's even more than Lowry.
Lonzo's going to be a hot commodity this offseason. I don't know if he's going
to.
I don't know. It's hard, but I have faith in Leon Rose that he'll make the right decision with the point guard position.
You have faith in
Because obviously Elfrod Payton is not cutting it. So
you have faith in Julius Randle.
Wait, hold on. Don't you still have to re-sign Derrick Rose too?
Yes. But Derrick Rose is gonna come off the bench. Like I haven't.
But how much do you offer Derrick Rose though?
Oh wait. Where's Quickly gonna be then? In the line. Where's Quickly gonna be in the line?
You could start him.
I thought you said the point guard. You needed a point guard.
You could start.
But you said you didn't.
Or you could wait, Justin. You could do D Quickly off the bench.
You're confusing me. You said you needed a point guard. Now you're saying you don't need a point guard. Give me an answer.
What? And when did I say we didn't need a point guard?
Just now you said.
And you had the European guy too.
Oh yeah.
Luka Vildoza.
Yeah, but what the hell is he gonna do? You don't know what the hell he's gonna do in the NBA.
He looks pretty good. So this is what you got to do. You got to hope you sign Derrick Rose and you have him, Luka, and Quickly. 3. Boom.
I mean, that sounds terrible idea.
I don't think
maybe you draft another guard, but Quickly's clearly their future. They clearly want to have Quickly.
You got to start in the future of the team.
I don't understand.
Doesn't need to start though.
I don't understand, Jared.
And just have Luka as third string.
Jared, I don't understand.
No, well, you don't know. I don't really know what his role is going to be. So.
Why did you say Kyle Lowry wanted? Why did you say you wanted Kyle Lowry?
Because here's the thing: we could just have Lowry and then just do D Quickly off the bench.
D Rose and Quickly. What about the European guy, Luka?
Third string.
But then what about D Rose?
Well, Quickly will be a shooting guard off the bench, and then Derrick Rose will be a point guard.
Oh, okay. Shooting guard.
What?
What about Alec Burks?
Small forward.
Then what about Reggie Bullock?
It's a free agent. They're all free agents. I don't know why you think you're just signing them.
We're not going to get Reggie Bullock. I don't think we re-sign Reggie Bullock.
Okay, so you re-sign Burks?
Re-sign Burks for a bench role like he had last year.
Now. He was in the draft. He plays the 1. Now he's going to play the 2, miraculously.
Huh?
He played the 1 in college and in the NBA, correct?
Who?
Quickly.
Yeah?
So now miraculously...
They played Derrick Rose and
Hold on. Jared,
it's worked before.
Do you have enough faith in Quickly's shot creation and ball distribution to play him at point guard?
I do. I don't know, because
Quickly's
his own shot, but he's not the best passer.
Dude, the thing is, he's a spark plug. He's best shooter at shooting. He's best slotted at shooting guard.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why you play him at shooting guard.
Yeah, but he's very small for a shooting guard.
I mean, yeah, he's basically like Lou Williams, Tyrese Maxey, those guys, and those guys are really good quality NBA players.
Yeah, but
I think he could be more than that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if Quickly showed enough in his efficiency that he's going to be more than that, though. He was a good pick at what did they pick him? 21,
25,
wherever it was, 25. I think he's a good pick, but I don't know how much he ends up. I don't know what he turns into now. I think he's too much of a wild card. Just like Obi, he's too much of a wild card too. I don't know.
Wild card than Obi.
Jared, I have a question for you. Who is a brighter future, the Celtics or the Knicks?
The bias me, obviously, would say the Knicks. But I think for once, I gotta step back. And I gotta say the Celtics.
It's like a month ago you were saying Knicks.
I know, because I was biased. And I was hyped with like the playoffs and stuff. A month ago, May 21st, yeah, that was like right when the playoffs were starting. I was so hyped.
You were hyped, and you said you were gonna beat the Hawks in 5, correct?
Yeah.
Why did you think that?
A lot has changed in a month, Justin.
It's crazy, right? But let's get to the.
But I will say the Celtics though for that question. My answer is the Celtics.
Let's get to the Clippers and Suns. What do you think?
Before Matt, who do you think is a better future between the Knicks and the Celtics?
The Celtics.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
All right, so I'll give you some scenarios. If Kawhi Leonard plays Game 3 and Chris Paul doesn't play the rest of the series, who do you have winning?
Clippers.
Matt?
I'm going Suns right now.
No.
He's saying if Kawhi plays Game 3 and Chris Paul doesn't play the rest of the series.
So the Clippers, obviously.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, because the Clippers have 2 superstars and the Suns only have 1 now.
I'm going for scenarios. Chris Paul is back Game 3 and Kawhi isn't back for the whole series.
Suns.
Well, yeah, then it would be the Suns. Even if he Justin, I will say this. It might just be like because of game 1 or whatever. But I think even if you take out Kawhi, say Kawhi and Chris Paul don't play the rest of the series, I got the Suns in 7. If that's the case.
I don't know. I don't think that. I got.
It's time to go over some stats.
That's a hard series to predict because you don't really know. You don't really know the health of the stars in that series. That one's hard to predict
because they just beat the Jazz, Jared, and they were down 0-2, and Paul George and someone else stepped up, like Reggie Jackson.
It's just Terrence Mann decided to.
Well, Matt, you should love Terrence Mann, Florida State man.
Oh, he's great. I love Terrence Mann. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What did I say? Morris, Jackson, and Mann all stepped up. Like one of those people step up. Boogie was actually doing pretty well.
What did Marcus Morris do last game, Justin?
Nothing.
I know. I'm saying in the Jazz series, he stepped up.
Oh, yeah, no, the Jazz series.
One person steps up, 1 to 2 people, they're in the clear.
Yeah, no, because basically you need to have Paul George do his thing, and then you need to have somebody else. You need to have 1 or 2 other people replace.
We were expecting the Suns to win game 1 because they were at home.
No, that makes sense. I had the Suns. I personally think that the Suns and Clippers will split the 2 games in Phoenix. So I think Clippers win game 2.
They were down 0-2 in both of these series and they made a comeback somehow. I don't even know. That's why I can't count out the Clippers.
Yeah, so a couple of things before we go over these stats. So tomorrow night, I'm not sure if you're aware, is the NBA draft lottery.
Oh, really?
Yes. Wait, Jacob, did you tell
I didn't even know that. Wow, tomorrow's a big night.
Jacob,
huge night.
Did you tell him the Knicks are getting a lottery pick or a top 10 pick? You said
no shot.
That's what Jacob says.
Thanks for the April Fool's joke.
No,
so,
wait, what?
No,
How?
This is what I was saying because Jared and I had a conversation.
Wait, put the thing back on.
It'll be on a second, Jared. I know you're excited to see.
I'm actually gonna watch the lottery though, even though
the fact that I said the Knicks would possibly get a lottery, I was wrong. But I'm gonna tell you something. Right now, I'm gonna tell you who's the first pick tomorrow. It's all.
Oh yeah, Jacob's telling me.
Wait, guarantee it.
Well, if I'm gonna do that,
can't really guarantee
give me a second.
Get the video.
I guarantee that the Golden State Warriors have a top 3 pick tomorrow night.
He's right. He's right.
And it would not surprise me at all to see New Orleans in a top 3 pick as well.
Okay.
Once again, I agree.
That's fair enough.
And then it would also not surprise me to see Charlotte in a very good pick as well.
The odds are
they want to have LaMelo.
The only thing I care about
and Toronto would a top 5 pick wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, Toronto.
The only thing I care about. The only thing I do care about is that I want the Rockets to fall out of the top 5.
I'm sorry, Matt. OKC's not getting. OKC, I'd be surprised if they even get in the top 5.
I think.
No, that's not what I said, Jay.
No, I know, but I just don't think because I don't think the NBA really cares about them right now.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
This is rigged?
Yeah. It's always been rigged.
Somewhat right.
Maddie?
What?
This is all rigged, Jacob's saying.
It's always been rigged.
I agree with him. It's not wrong.
No, it's
always been rigged. It's there. You have to look at them. It's always been to get stars and all. They want stars in all markets.
You know what? I got a guarantee here. You know what? Play it.
Okay.
I don't know which order, but I guarantee the Cavs and Rockets will get a top 2 pick, both of them. I don't know which order.
The Cavs and the Rockets?
Yeah, I don't know which order, but I'm confident.
All right, if I were to predict my top 5, I'd say it's tough. I gotta think about this one. Hornet? Nah, Hornet. I don't want to give. They won't go the Hornets number 1 pick.
Cleveland has a very sleeper team, to be completely honest. If they add another young star, they're actually looking set.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, because the Sexland and Allen, that's not terrible.
And then they add one of these guys.
Yeah, I know Okoro's pretty decent too. Pretty good.
Yeah, Okoro too. Exactly.
Yeah. No, the Cavs and the Rockets, I'd probably say, are 2 teams that like a lot of people don't think are like have a good future.
I actually like the Cavs and Rockets' ability to.
All right, so for my prediction, I would say the Rockets get the first pick. Thunder get the second pick. Warriors get the third pick. Hornets get the fourth pick. No, Cavs get the fourth pick. Hornets get the fifth pick.
Wait, was this
Pelicans sixth.
Was this Warriors pick the D'Angelo Russell trade? I think so, right?
Yes. Wait. Yeah, it was. And the Bulls and the Magic 8th pick. That's from Vucevic.
The thing I'm most excited for if the Pacers actually get like top 8.
No shot. The Pacers.
No shot. The Pacers.
Holy 7-0 Tampa Bay Lightning on the Islanders. Oh,
they're playing like shit time.
No way the Pacers get a top 10 pick. I would probably predict them to be like 11.
Okay, I think Sacramento stays put. I think San Antonio stays put. Indiana stays put. I mean, the Warriors could move up a little bit.
The Warriors are going to move up a crap ton.
Well, I mean, they had okay. You know what? The thing is, the Timberwolves pick is unprotected this year. So I mean, they could either stay at 14-6, or they could have that 6 move up a little bit. But I don't know.
Oh shit! I didn't realize they had 2 lottery picks this year.
I don't think the Thunder fall out of the top 5 though. I think they'll stay.
I think Thunder got 2nd pick. That's my prediction.
I think they're getting 5th, Matt.
I just want them to stay in the top 5. My only hope for tomorrow would be that the Rockets fall out of the top 5, but it's very unrealistic.
Well,
wait, why didn't you want the Rockets to get a top 5 pick?
Because if the Rockets don't get a top 5 pick, it conveys to the Thunder this year.
Oh, okay.
Or top 4 pick. If they don't get a top 4 pick, it conveys to the Thunder this year. But if not, it goes to an unprotected next year, or the protection goes down.
So that was a good talk about the lottery. So now let's look over some stats here. We got a couple. Devin Booker.
Jesus, the Islanders are down 7-0.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I know.
I just said it because I saw somebody in the chat say we don't talk about the Islanders right now.
On Sunday, Booker becomes the 4th player to lead both teams outright in points, rebounds, and assists in a conference division finals game, joining LeBron James, Larry Bird, and Bill Russell. Booker is the first player to do this in any playoff game in Suns history.
That's
pretty
insane.
impressive.
Yes.
A good stat. Oh, next one. Ben Simmons played
the future Shanghai Sharks star. Ben Simmons
in the 4th quarter of.
Did you see what someone did on Wikipedia?
What'd they do?
And they added him onto their roster. It's funny.
I don't like.
They added him onto the Shanghai Sharks roster.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I gotta look at this now. What do I just think of, like Shanghai Sharks?
So Ben Simmons played 34 minutes in the 4th quarter of game 4-7.
I don't like the slander.
Attempts.
He's practicing over the summer with Doc Rivers to shoot the ball with his right hand.
The Hawks win over the 76ers. None of the conference finalists, Suns, Clippers, Hawks, Bucks, have won an NBA title since 1976, 1977. Another Ice Trae. Trae Young shot 21.7% in Game 7, ties the 4th worst shooting percentage in NBA history in Game 7. Minimum of 20 field goals attempted. Young ties Drew Holiday, who did it Saturday night in the Bucks Game 7 win over the Nets.
Wait, but that just makes the Sixers performance against the Hawks even more sad. They have the best player shoot 21.7%, and they still took the L.
True. Yep. Next, with minimum 70 attempts, Ben Simmons is 34.2% free throw percentage.
That's a lie. Worst. It's Ben Wallace is the worst.
Jared, I know you saw it on TikTok earlier. We spoke about this. It's not ESPN stats and info is not wrong. Please.
It's been maybe Ben Wallace in 78 attempts. That's probably what it was.
Jared, you get your information from TikTok.
Jared,
okay. Trae Young has at least 20 points and 7 assists in 12 straight playoff games, longest streak by any player in their database, which is crazy. And then another chart which we all love: playoff scores and effective field goal percentage.
Westbrook.
I don't like this chart at all.
Jesus Christ!
Get Seth Curry all the way up top.
Jeez, where's Randall? How are they not even on the chart?
He's probably on the chart, but just unlabeled.
You know where he is? You see at the beginning where it's like that little dot, the little purple dot down there at 50, or even at
probably where he is. Honestly,
there's no way he's.
50. No, he probably is. Yeah,
he probably
actually
is.
Effective field goal
percentage. Probably where he is. That's probably where he is.
Yeah, no,
look.
Right.
Minimum of 100 shots. Julius Randle, effective field field goal percentage.
And also, keep in mind, Randall, like, first round exit, so not as many attempts as these guys. So, yeah, it's probably him. He's probably right around 50.
I'm confused with Randall. Why hasn't he performed this year in the playoffs?
Because he sucks. He's not clutch and he can't.
He'll figure it out.
He can't.
Guys, Randall is not on the chart.
It's not warranted.
Randall's not on the chart, guys. Randall did not make it to the chart.
Jared, you think
Randall's effective field goal percentage is 35.6 in 2021.
That is awful.
So he is not even unlabeled on the chart.
Jesus Christ. Not worse than Russ.
No, it is worse than Russ, actually. Well, actually, just about Russ. Just about where Russ is.
Christ.
You think Julius Randle slander all that? Ben Simmons slander should not be called for. He needs to fix. If he fixes his jump shot.
Ben Simmons slander is very much called for. I'm sorry, it is.
I'll tell you this.
No, it is. What are you talking about? Both slanders are called for. What are you talking about?
Chuck said, and I agree with him, Ben Simmons is an all-star. And if he gets a jump shot, he could possibly.
Randall over Simmons any day of the week.
God bless my soul.
How is that God bless my soul? It's literally truth.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Who's a better defender?
That's the only thing Ben Simmons has over anyone in the league.
Who's a better passer? Who's a better rebounder?
Randall, rebounder.
Oh, God, give me a break.
Shooter. Randall literally can stretch the floor and shoot and contribute and do everything for your team. Simmons can't.
Simmons plays defense. Randall does not.
Okay, come on. That's not entirely. You know that's not entirely true.
That is 100% true. And when Ben Simmons gets a right-hand jump shot, don't tell me I told you so. Very good, Ben Simmons. He will get a mid-range like Giannis and Lonzo, like their jump shots over the past years.
Oh no, I'm taking Randall over Simmons. I've been saying it all season.
I'm telling you this. Like you saw Lonzo's jump shot, it sucked. Now it's good. And you see Giannis sucked. Now it's better than before. It's all improvement. Every year it could get slightly better, and he's still young.
All right.
Unbelievable. Three of my guests. Phone.
So I think now we should talk about something quickly here. Jared, I'm not sure how much you can contribute to this conversation, but I'm still going to play it.
Grounded to third. There's one. There's two. There it is. It's a triple play. They got a triple play to get out of the jam.
I didn't expect a triple play. That is awesome.
Chop slowly. Oh, there's a situation at third. The throw is to first. Now they'll throw to second. Runners are hung up. They're going to come home with the throw. They have Simeon in a rundown. He's tagged out. Throw to third. It's a triple play. They pulled a triple play. Second one of the year, and this one falls under the heading of funky. This could be 1, 2, on to first. It's a triple play. They've done it again. 3 times a charm, and the Yankees win 2-1. Can you believe it?
The second play might have been the best play I ever saw. Almost.
Well, that was lucky. It was wacky, but honestly, their 3 triple plays are the most since the White Sox in 2016 had 3. Which I'm not really sure why the video was so stretched out, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. But which is crazy to think that. So if they get 4, that'd be the most by a team in any season, I believe, which is cool to think by that manner. Triple plays are cool. So.
I mean, if the Yankees get lucky enough, they could break the record for the most in a season.
Yeah. What
do you think is going to happen in the playoffs?
Expectations of the World Series.
It's World Series or bust. If they don't get to the World Series, changes always seems to be made.
Well, I'm expecting there to be a couple of trades after the draft. I'm going to tell you why they wait till after the draft.
Why did they trade Mike Ford for $100K?
Because it's like he was on like waivers. Like I don't think he actually didn't get waivers. They just traded him. They didn't want him. They have no hope for him. But DFA Mike Ford didn't make waivers, so the Tampa Bay was probably the one that offered the most, and a player to be named later. So basically, they're hoping that how it works is that a player, if he plays well for them, he's in their minor leagues right now, then you get a better player to be named. So it's sort of like if Mike Ford, let's say, hypothetical, if I'm trading Julius Randle to the Hawks, let's say, for $100K and a player to be named later, if Julius Randle on the Hawks gets a triple double every game, then I get Trae Young. If he gets if he plays terrible, I get this guy. So sort of it's just like
only one not that good on the Hawks.
So I'm just making something. I'm just making.
I know.
It's officially day 44 of Le Mickey.
That makes sense, Jacob. It goes off of value.
So yeah,
Just thought I'd point that out.
But and then speaking of a trade, so I'm going to tell you something that what they do is that you can't. So basically, managers like the guys that you draft last year, but you can't trade anyone you drafted in your first round, I believe, or maybe in the whole entire draft until the next year's draft happens.
Ooh, there's something in basketball with that.
Which is smart. So you can't just draft someone and then trade him. So the guys that some managers might like from the 2020 draft can get traded after the 2021 draft on July 11th. So that's how that works.
It's also interesting with baseball that the draft is like mid-season. It's not like a big spectacle.
It's not really a big deal, no, because there's so many rounds, and a lot of these guys don't make the. It's just not like the first round.
It's usually only the first round guys that end up actually getting called up to the league.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Will Dak be a top 3 fantasy quarterback this season?
Yes.
Well, I mean, actually, I can't disagree with that. He might actually be a top 3.
What do you say, Mahomes, Josh Allen, then him?
The thing is that their defense sucks and the Cowboys' offense is very good. I don't know if I would call them top 3, but I'll call them top 5.
Yeah, I think top 5 is reasonable now.
I think top 5. I don't think top 3. I think top 5 is reasonable now.
I think top 5 is reasonable. And do you think Zeke will be a top 5 running back, Jacob?
Absolutely not. I'd be surprised if he's top 10.
CMC, Derrick Henry, Cook, Kamara, and I'm forgetting one man.
Saquon.
I said Barkley. No, I didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Then Saquon. Do you think?
I do not see Mr. Fumble Man is not going to be a top 5 running back. I'd be surprised if he was top 10. You also Justin. You forgot Nick Chubb too. Nick Chubb's another one too.
Nick Chubb's top 5. I would say top
maybe. 5. Maybe if they use him enough. If they use him enough, I'm saying he's top 10. I'm saying he's top 10.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm forgetting CMC, Cook, AK-41. Derrick Henry and Saquon, right?
That's 5, yeah. And then you had Nick Chubb in there. You had who else you had in there? You had
Zeke?
You have Josh Jacobs in there. That's another one.
Taylor. No, I don't add Josh Jacobs.
Why not?
In there. He's gonna get something.
I mean,
he's not better than Jonathan Taylor. I don't see that.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, I think he's gonna be top 10 this season. I don't think that's even a question at this point. I don't because we don't know how well Carson Wentz is even gonna play. Well, and Jonathan Taylor broke out at the end of last season, so I think he's top 10.
Yeah, Cam Akers hype is just.
Oh, Cam Akers, he's gonna be good this season.
No, I don't believe the hype.
No. He's gonna be a good number 2 this year.
Drake from last year. That's what it's gonna feel like.
I mean, after the playoff game against Seattle, I don't know.
I'm not taking a risk off of what happened.
No, I'm not saying he's listen. He's someone that's gonna be a boomer bust.
You draft him in the second round. I feel bad for you.
No.
That's where he's going.
That's where he's going. I see more like a 4th or 5th round.
No, like 2nd, 3rd, early 3rd.
Listen, I think of him as a viable number 2 option, but I don't know about anything else besides that.
Maybe we're running back 2. That's it. Maybe 4.
Yeah, I see him as a running back 2. But that's pretty much it. I don't know because I think he's above a flex. I just don't think he deserves to be a running back 1. Obviously,
mid running back 2.
Huh?
Running back.
I think he's a viable option. As long as you could find him there, I think he's a good running back 2 option.
So, Jared.
Yes.
What were you just? Where was your hand?
That's scratch, bro. What were you gonna say?
My question for you, Jared, is: you ready for this? I don't know if you're gonna be ready for this question. This is a hard question. My question for you is: where do you see the Denver Nuggets being if they were fully healthy this whole season?
I think they would have. I don't think they would have beaten the Suns. I'll tell you that.
Well, no. Hold on. Let's give 2 scenarios here. One scenario where Chris Paul still gets COVID, and one scenario where he doesn't get COVID. In the scenario that he doesn't get COVID, I don't think they win. In the scenario that he does, if he does get COVID, the Nuggets win, and then go to the Western Conference.
I agree with you there. I would say without Chris Paul playing, the Suns would have won in 6.
The Chris Paul played the whole series with the Nuggets.
Oh, he played 4 games though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
only
No, I'm
4.
saying because he got by the time he got COVID, like assuming that it wasn't a sweep.
Yeah, assuming it wasn't a sweep, then
I'd
it
say
would have
Suns
been.
in 6. If he played the whole series, I'd say Suns in 6.
Watch if he played 5 games. What would you say?
I'd say Nuggets in 6. Maybe 7. Because you got to keep in mind Devin Booker is insane also.
7 seems more realistic.
6, maybe 7. If
the Nuggets could have been in the finals right now. They could have won the whole thing. That's what you're telling me.
Well, not the NBA finals because they wouldn't beat the Clippers. Well, Clippers without Kawhi, honestly. I mean,
it looks like that.
I mean, if they didn't have Kawhi, the Nuggets could have beat them. Yeah, but with Kawhi, the Nuggets would not beat that team.
So they're going to the NBA finals.
In this hypothetical scenario, I guess that's the case.
Could they beat the Bucks or Hawks?
Who?
With Jamal Murray.
Hawks, yes. Bucks, no.
I think they could beat the Bucks.
8-0 Tampa. Wow.
No,
they have a legit chance to win it all.
Yes, but I don't see them beating the Bucks.
The Bucks just play half court. If they just push up the tempo, and no one's guarding.
I don't know. I take the Bucks to win that series.
And they have so many good defenders too. Denver.
Who, Bucks?
Denver.
Both teams do.
But they play half court more. The Bucks. Nuggets run the floor.
That's true.
But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Anything else, guys?
I'm done. I'm really tired.
I think that was a good show.
I have one more thing quickly, but
oh wait, I want to just mention if Joe Harris shot the ball well, the Nets would have won even with those injuries.
I don't know about that.
Well, he did 35.2 3-pointer percentage in the against the Bucks. That's pretty crap. So
it was actually kind of shocking he shot that badly.
What were you gonna say, Jacob?
I was gonna show everyone a quick video, but it's not sort of a baseball. So.
Ben Simmons if you want to go by this. All right.
This.
This one's well hit. It is out of here. He's done it again. Shohei Ohtani has just hit a 2-run homer. He's homered in each of the last 3 games of this series. Has 4 homers in those 3 games. And Sunday is showtime.
What else can you say? It's just so impressive. Must-see TV.
It's amazing how he reinvents himself, whether in the batter's box or on the mound. There's something about Shohei, no matter what the scenario, he will adjust and be able to go out and do whatever it needs to be able to get a W.
And the show keeps going.
Ohtani, the best baseball player ever.
Okay. What he's been doing this season? Okay. What he's been doing this season is very historic, but I can't call him the best baseball player of all time.
Julius Randle. Julius Randle's not doing that every single season.
It needs to be sustained success.
I think it can be.
I'm overreacting on purpose, but I just want to say in 1 week, this guy hit 296. He had 9 RBI, 6 home runs. He pitched 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and a win. This guy is, think about it. First of all, by the way, he's pitching against the Yankees next week, which is amazing.
If he isn't AL MVP,
he's going to compete.
I don't know.
He's going to compete in the home run derby on July 12th, which I cannot wait for.
Oh, I'm going to love that.
I just like this shit back.
Yes, Justin. Yes, Justin. Yes, Justin.
He thinks Julius Randle is going to sustain and play like this for.
I think he could.
Maybe in the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's probably.
No, that's what I'm saying. Regular season, the playoffs, I realize is very important. So I think he'll fix it. I think he'll fix it, but it's not sustainable.
He will be.
But I have something else to say about basketball related. I was just on Instagram, and I came across this post that says, in consecutive drafts, the Sixers had the number 1 pick, and the Celtics had the 3rd pick. The Sixers came away with Ben Simmons and Marco Fultz. Guess who the Celtics got?
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Correct. Just goes to show you how having a GM that knows how to draft is very valuable.
I mean, it's not even that they could have kept their pick and still got Jason Tatum and just decided not to.
I just think it's wild that happened. That one team struck gold and the other one struck coal.
But I mean, it's not okay. To be fair, it's not their fault with Fultz. Fultz just forgot how to shoot.
Yeah,
I know, but Simmons, come on.
If got hurt, he would have been a top.
Well, honestly, both of them forgot how to shoot.
Well, Ben Simmons never knew how to shoot. He just looked at like a LeBron prototype.
He shot in high school. He did.
High school.
High school. So different from
And even in NBA Summer League, he was shooting around.
Dude, if you want to go look at NBA players now, they can go shoot in the high school room. It's fucking high school.
You're playing Matt in basketball, right? You score a few points on him, right?
What?
You play Matt in basketball, you score a few points on him, right?
Yes.
So basically, you shoot the ball well, right?
Yeah.
Imagine an NBA player is guarding you now.
Oh yeah, then I wouldn't shoot. Yeah, then I wouldn't be playing well.
Thank you.
No, that makes sense. But still, I think it's just wild to think about how one team just got like totally messed up by these drafts, and then the other team got their franchise cornerstones.
I have another thing with this rhythm. You said when Giannis, they were chanting 1, 2, 3. You said he got him to.
Yeah, he released it every time they got to like 12. So like he counted it, and when they were counting.
Yeah, but you want to know what's funny though? The score,
like 1,
the scoreboard
2,
had
3, like building up for his release.
Giannis, okay. One of the dumbest things I think you said, Jared, is that counting helps him. He's gonna go through his free throw routine regardless.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Counting doesn't. Counting here's the thing. If a ref is not going to call the 10-second violation on him, you think he's going to care how much time he takes? He's going to take as much time as he wants. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
I
thought it's helping him, but
I think throughout this whole playoffs, we've only called a 10-second on him once, and that was it.
No, twice, I think.
Once or twice. And that's it. So if he sees that, okay, they're not going to call that much, why is he going to care?
Yeah, and he's going to get distracted from the crowd.
Yeah. And like he's just trying to just get into his routine and whatever else, because that's what free throws come down to. It's repetition.
If I was screaming 1, 2 at you, do you think you'll make it?
Probably not, but I'm not Giannis. Different.
So
that doesn't matter though. Again, he's a normal person at the end of the day.
I think you're a better free throw shooter than Giannis, to be completely honest.
You think I am?
Yes.
I think it's possible. Yeah.
But imagine you with the whole crowd and all that.
I will tell you this, Justin. Anybody's a better free throw shooter than Ben Simmons.
No, I don't think you are with the crowd screaming.
No, I'm saying anybody. I'm talking about Ben Simmons now.
Yeah, I don't.
Anybody's better than him.
I don't think you are.
Even with the crowd.
No. If you hear 1, 2, you would flip out. You would get nervous. You would jump. Everyone would.
Yeah. Okay. I'm talking about pure empty gym. I can beat Giannis and Ben Simmons in a free throw shooting competition.
Of course, but if there's a crowd, you won't.
Why not?
Thank you. So the crowd impacts the game. We'll leave it.
Yeah.
Well, you said got him in rhythm a second ago.
Well, I mean, it would negatively impact me, but I don't think it negatively impacts him.
Oh my god, Matt.
What?
Now we're saying it's not negatively impacting Giannis at the free throw line.
No, I'm saying it doesn't negatively impact me.
Oh, does it negatively?
Oh, sure it will.
1, 2, 3.
Jared,
I'm saying. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm saying it doesn't negatively impact Giannis because it helps me get into a rhythm. But for me personally, I would get rattled. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, Matt. He's literally repeating the same exact thing like you said a second ago, and we told him off, and now he's.
He's not the exact same.
You literally just.
It just sounds like he's changing his opinions.
Okay.
I don't know. I just think it would help him get into a rhythm.
Jacob, what do you think?
If anyone in this whole entire world was at the free throw line and they had a slow motion, they heard the crowd counting to 210, that would get you off the game, and I'm hearing no excuses by that.
Thank you. Just thank you.
Giannis was fazed by it, and the NBA, I am certain, told the referees not to give him the violation because he violated every single time.
I did some stat research at home. He shot the free throws better than on the road versus the Nets Bucks series.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, because
thanks, Captain.
Regardless of the player, they probably affect the player.
You contradicted yourself.
They can either mess up a player or fuel the game. Universal. I agree.
You contradicted yourself.
Huh?
Oh my lord! Jared, you don't even realize.
You really fumbled fumbled things.
On
Yeah.
your point. Alrighty.
Oh, I see. Because he's
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
you
Giannis
see?
is around, right?
You see?
You want to
Well, I guess we can put it like
Jared,
that.
Jared, let me ask you a
Yeah,
question. If
more.
if you're at home and you don't have the crowd chanting at you, you're gonna shoot better than on the road when you have the crowd chanting constantly at you.
No, the crowd plays a role for sure.
Of course, the crowd plays a
I'm
role.
going to close this out. Thank you guys for joining. Subscribe to Car Racer 67890 on YouTube.
Well, have a nice week. We'll see everyone later.
Bye.
Oh,
I don't know.
The Second Take on Instagram. Jacob, the biased Cowboy fan, the biggest Nick fan I ever know and met, and Natty, the OKC fan. Have fun with that.
We will close this down in about 1 second. We will see everyone next week for Second Take.
We're going to go over lots of stuff.